If you haven't done an adult scavenger hunt around a large area,
I haven't.
You need to.
Okay.
It's so wonderful.
What was the prize? Was there a prize?
Yes.
You didn't win, did you?
No.
Hello, everyone. Before we jump into this week's episode, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you, whether you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever, or watching it on YouTube. I really appreciate it, so thank you. This is part 2 with our wonderful guest, Aidan Close. So if you haven't seen or listened to the first part, I definitely recommend that. I'll put a link in the description below. But if you are just tuning into this episode, just know that we're jumping right into the conversation around Aidan's process as an actor, specifically his experience playing Scorpius 8 times a week on Broadway in The Cursed Child. So yeah, enjoy the episode and thank you so much.
It sounds like there's such an interesting communication. This is gonna sound so cheesy.
Come on.
Between like
you took a cigarette. Yeah.
It's like so interesting communication between your heart and your brain. Like that
Nail
from what I have gathered.
Yeah. The brain, like both of them are so necessary. Like I don't know. People who like, I think we all try to attain some level of like heart only, where you're like going and you're just like your animal self on stage, like showing true humanity without any barriers. But like,
that's not human.
Not human. Yeah, people think. And like also you have to like consider the tech, you know, especially on something like this.
Sure.
Consider marks, consider these things where you're like, you know, why would I exit off stage if I'm in it? Like you need to marry the two. And also sometimes you can turn into a monster if you're just like, it's all about the art. Mm-hmm. Your co-stars will just hate you if like you're just pursuing like what is art if not like this thing we do together.
I loved your quote about collaboration on the Maryland.
Oh, what did I say?
Well, you talked a lot just about how the art form itself is so collaborative in every aspect.
Right.
People behind the scenes, the stage manager in front of you, like if there's an orchestra, the music, you're listening, you respond. Like I've talked so much about that, but like it is, and then with the audience, it just is this one big collaboration amongst every single person in that room.
And if you're just like I'm gonna be brilliant tonight, it's like you're already like, or like I'm gonna be shit. Like I'm just so shit.
Yeah.
You're like, you're turning yourself into like a steel thing that like is self-sufficient on stage when like that is extremely hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like we've all watched, and I've done it, just someone like suffering on stage. Like someone who's just like not having a good time, especially in school. And maybe this is like what school is, just to get that out of our system. But like, just we're like, oh, like I'm like no good, and like, or like, oh, I'm just like ripping myself open for this audience. People don't like that because no one acts that way. And so we feel some fake hand like scratching someone in front of us, and you're like, Jesus, like I don't want to see that. Mm-hmm. Versus like someone who's like, this is my job. It's usually almost always those people that you're like, that moved me to tears, because they're aware that like a stage manager is calling, so they need to be clear, and they need to like be on time, and they need to like have a sixth sense open up to like they need to call that. So I'm not just gonna do whatever is at my whim, or like my like partner needs me to like volley it up in this certain way. I'm not just gonna take the wind out of his sails for a different choice. Like we're creating this thing, we're stacking on top of each other. And if I'm building my own Lego house over there, people might be like, wow, that was such a cool Lego house. But like, I've just ruined this thing that could have been so transcendent. And I think that's what everyone in this cast understands. But like, it's all about that. Like if it's not about that, and like I get lost in my head a lot. Again, I'm still learning. I'm learning like so much. I just like, in college, I was so in my head. I was just like rattling between like, I want to be something special, and I want to like launch into some sort of stratosphere, and like everyone is thinking about me all the time because everyone hates me. It's just like those two things were just like at war and fostering this like self criticism and introspection that was just debilitating. And then like through college, I just learned to like let that go. And hopefully I'm still learning.
Yeah.
We can all learn to like be like, in this podcast, we're both talking. Mm-hmm. I've been talking a lot.
No, I appreciate it. But that's also, what it is.
Yeah. But I guess that also is my role. Like I'm like trying to bolster that. But like, like, in every space we are, hopefully we're in communion with, like ourselves and the thing. Yeah. But also with the other people. Right. Because you will like give me something that will like change the thing, especially with Cursed Child, which is heightened text. It's like written in a way that is very like magical and whimsical. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if you like try to like, there's a word I won't say that's very thing, but like impress yourself upon it. It will just die on the vine. It will die.
I mean, the same with obviously Shakespeare.
Yeah, right.
It's like the putting on the hat, and it's like, well, just speak this.
Exactly.
It's just words.
Yeah, and like musical theater, even more so, where it's like there's structure, there's form, and like it's like
don't get me started.
movie musical adaptations. You know, where like they're just like singing and just like playing loose with the melodies and the things. When there are like motifs and things that are set up and emotional experiences that have been dreamt of and curated by the artist that wrote the book and the lyrics and the music, and like you're sort of like doing your own thing on top of it instead of being in collaboration with it. It's like people who like ad-lib a lot on stage, or like sometimes that really works and sometimes it like brings it to life, and sometimes it's like it's because you're not mining into the words. You're not using the words to express these things, when if you just said the words, whoa.
There's also, if you're doing a show regionally or Broadway or tour, like everything is intentional. The writers were very intentional.
Very much so.
Like there was a line in Cinderella that was about like dreaming and not calling anyone out.
Yeah.
But it changed like every night, and that's their thing.
Right.
But also I was like, there is a reason why, because there's a through line, and it's like it might be as silly as like, well, it's the same meaning, but no, because dream, like there's a lyric later about this. There is the through line, and like the audience might not even know. They might not even pick up on this, but
sounds hold meaning.
It does.
Like choices hold meaning.
Yeah, our words are powerful, and the words of the writer.
Speak.
The Four Agreements. You should read it if you haven't read it.
The Four Agreements.
The Four Agreements.
Don. Yep.
Miguel Ruiz, I think. Your words so powerful, and the words that were given, and then I view it as like, it's just something not to be just like brushed aside.
We have something in common, which is that when I was in high school, and I was a senior in high school, I played Prince Christopher in Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. And it was a star-making turn.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Was it what version was it?
It was the Rodgers. It was the one that Julie Andrews did.
Oh, that's the OG.
Oh,
we did the Enchanted, which is the Brandy and Whitney version.
Whoa!
I know at Penobscot.
Yeah, Penobscot Theater.
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask? I don't know if you've talked about it enough, or like on this podcast before, but how was that for you?
It was good. Oh my gosh, thanks for asking. Yeah. It was, it was a lot of things. It was good to be home, a good change of pace from the city for 7 weeks.
Right. Yeah. You said it was nice to get out of the city. What was your experience like in the city before you left for Maine? What made it nice to leave?
I talked about this earlier on an episode, but like I find it hard to find the reason to keep pursuing this career when I'm doing my survival job. I started working at a restaurant while I was in school here.
Right.
And so I've always had pretty much a survival job.
Right.
But I started in November, and making my way down here was great because this is a piano bar. We have live music. And so I learned a lot as like a singer and dynamics and hearing yourself and adjusting, because we have 2 different pianists a night. So playing with different pianists and that was great. But after you get to a certain time where it's like, what is this for?
Yeah.
Losing sight of that, like my survival job is the thing that allows me to pay the bills to be in the city.
Right.
However, I'm getting to a point, I'm getting I'm getting to an age.
Sad cigarette.
That was a sad one. Can you make that sad?
Cigarette.
You know, where I'm like, I don't know how many more serving years I have left in me. Right. And so then it's like, what is the transition? Is there a transition for me? Yeah. And that's why I started this project, because I was like, I need to start thinking a little outside the box. Right. I need to start thinking, how can I create opportunities for my friends and myself? Yeah. And so I think I was just, getting to the point where in November, I was like, it'd been a year and some change since I'd done a full book musical. And so I was like, it's time. Yeah. Glad to be back, definitely. Right. Yeah. And I also feel like New York itself can just wear you down. Yeah. Personally, being from a small town, being from... Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite that.
Yeah.
How has your philosophy changed since leaving school? Like, what have you actually found helpful since leaving school? And, like, since you said, like, a year and a half since you've done a book musical, like, where there are long stretches like that, where you have to, like, develop some sort of philosophical barrier where, like, this is meant to be, or whatever you've decided, where you're like, in order, because, like, when the through line of your time is not your passion, but your survival, it can wear on you. Yeah. And, like, what have you found that helps that, or, like, may help someone else who's, like, going through that same thing?
Sure. Great question.
Oh, thank you. Welcome back to my podcast.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Wait, what's happening? It's a great question. I've been so privileged to have I've had 4 really great roommates, and then of course subletters.
Those are, oh my God,
bro.
So
you need your people, you need your community. Yeah. One of my roommates is a director, and then I've had like 3 roommates and a subletter who's come in, all performers, and so we've grown so much. I think we've kind of like grown in a lot of different areas of our life together.
Okay, right.
And one of those being this crazy career. I was finishing my second year. They had graduated from college, and that was their first year. And so I think it's like, you know, we all come to the city with this expectation of how things are going to go. Right. And it's not until you're here that you realize the full scope of not only what it looks like to live in New York City and afford New York City, but also pursuing this career here. Right. And I think it's like come to terms with a lot of different things. Being patient, coming to terms with like so much of this career is luck. I think, you know, starting to understand the business side of this career. I think I definitely see now a lot clearer the trajectory and of how things work for people.
Right. Like in a real sense, like reality.
Right. And like the programs that certain people go to, the certain showcases and the certain agents that are like, well, you're graduating with this amount of connections. Why wouldn't I hop on that train versus the small? But then I feel like oftentimes what can happen is you can miss out on talent. And it's taken me years. I've had 2 agents, I've had a manager, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to get into my whole story, but you know, it's just understanding like that if there is a way for you to start focusing on building relationships and that will be a long-term career versus temporary success. I talked a lot about this with Billy, and like Billy's a writer. He's a musical theater writer here, and I reached out to one of his Instagram posts a long time ago and he was like looking for singers. I said, sure. I don't even know if it was paid, but like he's kept me around for the last couple years. And then last week I did a reading with really big people through him. And like, I've done gigs where there is money, and it's like slowly starting to like build those relationships with people that can maybe potentially aid in your long-term career. Because temporary success is great. Booking Broadway is great, but sometimes booking Broadway means doing that, especially in this day and age where theater is not, especially musical theater, is not doing well. Yeah. And also plays, you need to either, you know, be a film star or they're bringing in a co-star who is in film to bring in the money. The money business side of theater is not good, and it's not a secret. So what my point with that is like, you could be in a show that's so temporary and then be back to waiting tables the next week. Right. And that is so, I haven't been on Broadway, but that would be, if I'm imagining that, so jarring and soul crushing for me if you're not very clear about the business itself. I think going into it, you have to know that there's so much that's out of your control. And if there is a way you can start to gain back that control by doing your own project, by doing your own writing, by continuing to take classes, to fuel yourself in some way, because for the vast majority of people coming to the city who are here, you're not doing the thing that you love.
Wow.
Wah, wah.
That was incredible.
Wah, wah.
That was a really good answer. Wow.
I've thought a lot about it. I've had the time and I've had the experience of working some and not working a lot. And that has nothing to do with my talent.
Right.
Genuinely. But I can say that now because of the experiences I've been through.
Wow. That was a really articulate answer. Wow.
Thanks.
You got it.
That's that. Did I get the job? Please give me the...
Yeah. We'll let you know.
Yeah. I have a segment.
The menu is being cracked open.
I know for the first time. I was really listening.
Wait, Zivi, can you give us a menu theme song?
Order from the menu.
That will be clipped and used. Okay, before I get into the segment, I guess it's a general question, but I'm curious, like with the show and as demanding as it is, like how do you get through 8 shows a week?
Right.
I know it's like the actor question, but like
I think it's always fascinating.
Yeah.
Because like I think that's like the tangible stuff that like that's like the tangible answers that like people are looking for. Like, first of all, like you will learn. Like it's either you do or you don't. You know, like you'll learn, and either you'll like do it in a way that will burn you out, or you'll do it in a way that you'll slowly start to find sustainability. When I was in Chicago, we were in Chicago for like five months. That was our first stop on the tour. It was like 5 months in one city.
Wow.
In beautiful, cold ass Chicago. Was like I was losing my voice every week. Every single Sunday, I lost my voice. And like, you know, it still gets rugged. Like you can hear it. It's still like, I'm still screaming like 8 shows a week. And I'm still like, I'm putting my body through a lot 8 times a week. But like the small muscles you don't think about get built up. We were talking about ASMR earlier. Yeah. The small muscles you don't think about get built up. like just the fascia and like the like intercostal, everything you use to like do the small specific thing you need to do over the course of 3 hours get built up. The bigger muscle groups, they're like, you know, supported and like warm-ups and things, but like it's the small muscles. I think that's in life. Like the way you engineer your life, like you will build the muscles around it. Like you will build, like if you need a lot of patience, you will build that patience or you won't. You know what I'm saying? Or like if you like build like need humor to get through your world, you will like build that humor or you won't. And it's like the people who like, you know, we're all, or at least I'm like jealous of the people who have crafted their lives wherein their muscles are things that I wish I had, like, you know, any sort of thing, like confidence or like some kinds of humor or whatever. I'm like, it's so easy for them because they've like built that up. And for me, it's like 3 hours a day, 6 hours a day, you know, sometimes on 2 show days, like those, those muscles are the ones that are getting built up. Sometimes they build up too much. I was injured for 2 months in LA.
Oh no.
So my Achilles was strained just from a repetitive strain of doing the show.
Whoa.
So like I wasn't taking care of myself. I was just like, I was building up that muscle, but I wasn't like giving it the care and ease it needs. So like your body, when you work out, you like tear your muscles apart. And then when you eat, they build up. And then like you sleep, you drink water, you eat protein. That's like what, or at least in terms of like working out. And and those things rebuild your muscles and like rebuild your energy overnight, or over your day, or over your relaxation period. You know, same thing with this show. You know, actors are called acrobats of the heart. But and we're like athletes, you know, at a certain caliber, especially if there's dance or there's like high octane whatever. It's like you are putting your body through an athletic thing. And so if you're not drinking, eating, and sleeping, those muscles are just not going to build back up. If you're not drinking and like you're not breathing, your voice will slap together, and sorry, I'm sure that's great for the mic, but like they like will rub together in a way that just causes friction. And like if you're not sleeping, eating, and drinking water, it will just irritate, and it will the folds will just swell, and you will sound like this on stage the whole time. You know, my like glands are swollen all the time, but I like breathe, and I used to be going on vocal rest like every day. Every day I would not go out. I would not like attend social stuff. I would just be in my room or around people not speaking. And what I learned was like that, like what I thought what I was doing was like allowing that swelling to decrease. And then like, so when I did the show, it'd be healthier. What I was doing was I was like making them ice cold, and like they were we're in hibernation mode. We're like relaxing, and we're gonna like rest up. And then I'd start screaming on stage, and it would just intensify because I wasn't allowing it to like start vibrating. And so like it really does help to think of it as a workout, like warming up, cooling down, not only your body but your voice and your emotions. I also do that. So like before the show, I will just like start tapping the different emotions that I need to throughout the show, so that they're readily accessible for me, so that when I'm yanking them up, I'm not exhausting myself. Or when I'm like opening myself up to them, they're not just gone, and I just fake something. So there's so much you can learn from like working out that I think is a philosophy that can help you with performing, that I don't think people talk about enough.
Yeah.
I don't think people like think about like what you said, the concrete facts of that enough. There's a British actress named Catherine Hunter. You'll know her. She's actually in Harry Potter. She's like in one of the movies, but like you'll know her.
Yeah, she did the Macbeth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, she was in that movie. She like did Tommen of Athens a few years ago in Brooklyn or something. But like she famously will do like, I believe is what I heard. It's like she famously do like a couple weeks of a show and then just burn out. Because she's doing something so, you see her body, it contorts, and her voice is, you know, so like, and like she'll just burn it out. And it's like it's what she does, like an Icarus thing where she just like burns it out, and it's beautiful. And you're like, oh my God, how cool is that? Maybe I'm wrong about that, or at least that's the tall tale that helps me.
Yeah.
But like with this show, you can't do that.
Yeah. I do want to give you the opportunity, because we talked briefly about it earlier. Do you want to give you the opportunity? Just talking about what you wore to the tour and also opening night, because also just talking about the designer who I think follow on Instagram. They're incredible. I loved your outfits. They were so inspired. They were so cool. More of that on the red carpets, just for general celebrities in general. I'm like, y'all know the theme, show up and show out. You created something with this small designer for the opening of the Broadway production. Loved the sticker on your shoe.
I know. Oh my God, I was mortified.
No, Aidan, it was so funny.
I tried to own it very quickly.
Yeah, I saw.
But, oh God,
your PR team was working hard. You.
Oh God. So this piece that Annika Reichelt, who made it, who was a scenic designer when I was in college. She was in my class.
Oh, no way.
Yes. She's at BU. Okay, that's cool. How I know her. And she, the Chicago opening, that was all me.
Okay, work, Aidan.
You gotta tell. But I was like, obviously with this show, and not saying too much, but like, it's important that like gender is a part of the equation. And like this show is such a haven for like trans actors and trans workers. I think this world has always been such a, it's been such a refuge for a lot of people who felt othered. And like obviously there are things I like can't get into in terms of that, because like the journey of that is well documented. Yeah. In terms of like how this has evolved, like how like this world evolved, and I can't get into that, unfortunately. But to reflect that out and be like, hey, this, like, just express yourself on like on the carpet or like at an event or whatever. I think it's important for like audience to know that like here in this room with these bodies, with this story, like no matter who you are, you will see you will see yourself, and you will feel that like haven and refuge again. Yeah. I think that's super important. And that's what I'll say on that. Yeah. But like we worked on the piece Metamorphosis.
Oh, I think is what Mary Zimmerman?
Yeah. No. Like I think that's what Annika called the dress.
Oh.
Not the
I was like, the play?
The play? No, like I was like, yes, yeah, well. But like knowing play is very good. But like I think that's what like, Annika referred to it as. But it's like the front is not only were we like Malfoy, you know, like there's like, you know, Malfoy, some sort of like in that vein of like Harry Potter breaches like magical, and then like as the movies went on, like they incorporated more of like modern dress and like in very interesting ways. So it was like Malfoy, aristocrat, you know, like for lack of a better term, also there's a part in the show I can't talk about it. You'll just have to come see it to find out. But like there's like the beginning of Act 2 is very different than the end of Act 1, is what I will say. Like you're sort of thrust into a new world. You can look up what that means. But like, and we're reflecting that also, where there's sort of like an evilness that is thrust upon the world that used to be free. Like a world that was like wonderful and good, and like not without problems, and not without like generations not listening to each other, but it was free and it was good. And then at the top of Act 2, for like 30 minutes, we're in this world of like this oppressed, or this oppressive force that like restricts people's like wardrobes and like expression, and there's, may I say, like Death Eater, you know, dark magic involved also. And so it was like in the front, it was expressing that. And then in the back, you turn it around, it's like, you can't squash that, that freedom. For every like V world, which is what we call it, for every world where there is like this restriction, there will always be a Scorpius. There will always be butterflies. And I guess that's what I'll say. Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool message.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just takes someone with like the vision and like I think the story, and like then how do you finding someone who can translate that like message?
She reached out to me after Chicago, so she was like, "Oh, I'd love to do one for your LA." And then like LA came, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, but like, there's this thing on the horizon that I maybe we could work on." Yeah. And that was Broadway. Yeah. And then she did, and she made it all. She thrifted it and like created. The back was cut off of my body. Is that crazy?
Crazy.
I don't think I may never ever get a chance to wear something that amazing again.
I think you will. Oh, what's her name again?
Annika Reichelt. Look at
Go find her.
Petunia and something. We'll find it. Yeah.
Can I get some theme music? I have a segment.
Oh, what's the segment?
Do you remember the
do 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 order from the menu.
Okay. I just have 10 random things. The podcast is called
so awesome. Sorry.
The podcast is called I'm a Fan. And so they're just 10 random things, and then you're gonna say if you're a fan of them or not.
Oh
and we've done rapid fire, but I don't like the rapid fire. So if I have follow-up questions, there will be follow-up questions.
Okay.
I'm shaping the segment differently. Yeah, you better be nervous.
Yeah.
Scavenger hunts.
Fan. Fan. Okay. Okay. So we did. Okay. Sorry.
Great.
Already anyway. So we had this secret society, which I can't talk about, on tour.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. We had a secret society.
Interesting to bring up a point you can't talk about.
I can't talk about it, so stop asking me about it. There's a secret society we had on tour, and the head of the secret society, I can't name. Again, don't ask me about it. Set up this around when we were in DC. Set up this scavenger hunt around DC, like this like area around the theater, and there were like our castmates and crew members and company managers and things that were scattered around the city, and we had to do like these like prompts in order to get the next clue, and like we were judged on like how quickly we did it, but then also like how like nice we were to the people who were working it, and like how creative our like responses were, and like all of this stuff. And if you haven't done an adult scavenger hunt around a large area, you need to.
Okay.
It's so wonderful. Hiding things and leaving clues.
We should do it.
Are you kidding me? Like, are you actually kidding me? That is such a thoughtful, fun thing to do.
What was the prize? Was there a prize?
Yes.
You didn't win, did you?
No. Not at all. But did we get the nicest to the
nicest kids in town?
Yeah, nicest kids in town. Absolutely we did. Absolutely we did. We had the personality.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
So that's what we did.
Okay, love that. Love that. Tire swings.
Oh, pro. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I was on it. But
same.
Like,
it feels like a childhood thing.
Yeah.
I feel like we should probably install one in here somewhere. And
I think
the guests maybe sit on tire swings from now on.
Tire swings. Vibes.
I agree.
Vibes. And that's what I'll say.
This, I don't know. I think I was inspired by the scavenger hunt, but I wrote Easter Bunny. Just the Easter Bunny.
Okay, I'm going to have to think about this. Okay. The Easter Bunny. I think Easter Bunny and I have had a falling out. Not to make any sort of news headline or anything like that. It's just like, when was the last time you left me Easter eggs? You know?
That's a fair point.
And just like, I don't know. I feel like it's such a weird mascot for the holiday it is. You know?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm a fan.
Well, you don't have to go back on your answer now.
No,
you can say you're not a fan. It's okay. I don't think it's that controversial.
I don't want to get sort of like roasted by the Easter Bunny.
The Easter Bunny community.
Yeah, the Easter Bunny community. Okay, leaving sweets and like chocolate and jelly beans and things for kids. I'm a fan.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
Okay. Bow ties. It's okay. It's you
for me. I don't know. I think I have a face and a vibe that if I put on a bow tie, you wouldn't want to talk to me. And so I'll say I'm not a fan, even though some people look amazing in bow ties.
Yeah,
that's what I'll say.
Yeah. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I don't agree, but The Substance. Have you seen the movie The Substance?
Oh, fan.
I watched it last night.
Oh God.
I was scared. Scared.
Our head of wardrobe was watching it at work the other day because he didn't know what it was about. And I walked in on him. I was like, "Oh, you're watching The Substance. That's such an interesting choice." And then he was like, "Oh yeah, I've always wanted to watch it."
Yeah.
Like, sure. Well, at work, and he was like, "Yeah." About 5 minutes later, he came crashing into my dressing room and went, "I'm so sorry. I did not know what that movie was about."
Yeah. I watched it right before bed.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have.
Yeah. Such a fan.
You are.
Yeah, such a fan.
You like body horror? I like the stylistic. I like how stylized the movie is. It kind of feels like absurd theater, but for a movie. Like exactly. I love that style. Like, oh, this is so. This is its own world.
Yeah.
The body stuff
is really tough.
It got there. Then it went further.
It went further.
And then she crawled. Slimed.
And then she slimed her way.
She slimed her way
stardom.
over.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to do.
Body horror.
I don't know what that means.
No. Let's leave some space for it.
That's okay. We could keep going.
No, let's leave some space for it. Okay, next question.
Next is a Valentine's Day that's coming up. Are you a fan of Valentine's Day?
I am. I don't know if I've ever done anything for Valentine's Day. I definitely have, but it's been one. I think Valentine's Day has always been a day where I'm like, comparing love, and I don't know if that's
Because the pressure, it's like, oh, this is the day that you must.
Right. Or even just like, this is the day where everyone is.
And I'm not?
Yeah. Or like I am and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
I'll say I'm a fan.
You're like saying
I'm a fan though.
You're like saying like no, not a fan. At the very end, I'm a fan.
It's like a day where you get to like celebrate the person you love, and like you get to do that every day. But like it's a day where you're like, okay, I will be so explicit about the things that I feel implicitly, and sometimes you need to hear that. So I'm a fan.
Sure. I feel like you're just talking yourself out of every time.
No.
New York. As living here, you like New York?
Yeah, I'm such a fan. When I lived here for my first year, I was very depressed. I was very like self-isolating and like trying to be self-reliant and didn't reach out to people and like and was just like in my own tunnel.
Yeah.
I was not a fan.
Yeah.
And then
it takes some time to build your community, find your people.
New York is a place of invisible walls everywhere. It's invisible walls everywhere and you don't know there's a wall until you feel that you're on the other side of it. I think with me and like privilege, obviously, and coming in, even like moving to New York is a privilege. Such a privilege. Not for everyone, you know, but like for me it was. It's a point of privilege. So like I'm already on the other side of some walls, and yet there's still like 100 other walls that you're like, oh, I don't have a community, or I don't have a job, or I like can't afford groceries, or I can't like, I like don't know how to access this thing that I really want to get into. I think everyone feels themselves on another side of a wall.
Yeah.
And now I'm on the other side of a lot of them, which is such a point of gratitude.
Yeah.
And such a point of like bizarre chance. And so like now that I'm here, of course, I really love it. But that makes sense because New York is designed for someone like me right now in the position that I am. It's not designed for me 2 years ago. And it is especially not designed for someone who is not like me. Like racially, gender-wise, all of it. So yeah, that's my answer. But for me, I'm a fan.
Yeah. Artichokes.
I was actually talking about them last night.
Really?
Yes, because my friend Riley Glick, shout out Riley Glick, had like wears an artichoke necklace, and like artichoke is like her like spirit fruit.
Interesting.
Fruit.
Fact check.
Fruit.
Sure, can be in this moment.
Right. But like, and it's just like the metaphor of it, of like taking pieces and finding a heart. You know. It's less like an onion where you're like cutting and there's always more layers. It's like the heart is at the center of it.
Oh, cool.
And like, so I'm a fan of its metaphorical sense. Have I had it a lot? No. Have I had it once? Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Armageddon.
Such a fan. Oh my God. Armageddon. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, I think Armageddon. Oh, why? Was it on your mind recently?
No, that was actually Zivi's suggestion.
Armageddon?
He asked me for 2 random.
Well, I'm going to skip to the last one as well, because they kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
The last one that I wanted to ask, and I think might be a continuous last one for guests, is God. In general, are you a fan of God? I know it's a big question.
What's going on? Question.
What's going on there?
Wow, what's going on there?
God and Armageddon.
Armageddon and God. So this is your niche.
We're actually just
a Christian.
Yes. You know. Welcome. Hillsong will be on after.
Right. Armageddon. So I'm not a fan of Armageddon.
Sure. It doesn't sound like a very good time to me.
I think
unless you are on the right side of it.
What is being on the right side of Armageddon?
Well,
is there a right side of Armageddon? I think
like
talk for 20 uninterrupted moments about what the right side of Armageddon is.
It's been a while since I've been in church.
Right.
But
so Armageddon, what I think, since I'm not a religious person, which is giving you a little clue to what I might say about God.
Sure.
But like Armageddon to me is like in the general sense where like everything what?
Bad.
Catastrophe?
Yeah, catastrophe. The coming of Christ, and then the repercussions of the non-believers.
Right. Like, so Armageddon could also just be a name for a cataclysmic change.
Ooh.
You know? Maybe the earth is fed up with us and the way we've been treating her.
Are you PR trained?
Absolutely. No, I'm not given this whole thing.
No, I feel like you speak so well.
But like Armageddon is like another term for like a cataclysmic change, usually at the some sort of expense of humanity, right? Mm-hmm. So humanity experienced some sort of cataclysm that wipes us out or changes us, or the rapture comes and only a select few are, guaranteed. I don't know.
I feel like we might be going through it now.
Hey.
No, just kidding.
No, everything's good and fine and we're all good. But like the Armageddon might just be a term of like some cosmic or natural event in which we either create or we are exposed to, wipes us out. And maybe that would be a good thing for the planet. But I think humans can figure it out without that having to happen.
I hope so, bro.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
And isn't it nice when someone says they think so?
It is.
Didn't that feel nice?
It did feel nice.
Even though I don't
Optimism,
know if I believe it. Yeah,
cynicism.
Right. Yeah, right. But like, I think we can. Whether we will,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But we definitely, oh my God, we definitely can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, mutually assured destruction? Maybe. But maybe not.
Mm-hmm. Also a great name for a band, maybe.
Yeah, right.
That's my 2 cents.
Assured destruction?
No. Armageddon.
Yes.
Armageddon would be a great.
And it has like 3 Ds or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, God. Welcome to the God portion of our podcast. Thank you so much for
Let me get my card again.
Right. God. Capital G God.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't believe in her, unfortunately. Religion was never a part of my life.
Sure.
Religion was never part of my life. My mom was raised Catholic. My dad was raised Unitarian. And like they just didn't impart any religion. Of course, you consume religion osmotically. Osmosis like.
Osmosis like.
Osmosis. But like never was introduced. And I think some people find it later in life, of course, but there's a certain part of it that's like when you learn to see and you learn what things are and you learn how the world works, if God is incepted, that the idea of God is incepted into you, that is how you will see it. And it will inform how you see and what you call certain things. The comedian Pete Holmes had this like stand-up bit that was like a gym teacher of all people told him this quote that was like, or like told him this thing that was like, some people think God is like this thing that is unknowable and unknown and that dictates our life, whether it's sentient or not. Just like God is the thing that like is in between our atoms and in between us and is the mysticism that like swirls around us. And it's that thing. It's like a person. It's like, whether it's like, a white man with a white beard, that kind of thing, or whether it's like something more abstract or something called by a different name. And it's this, like, people who don't believe in God believe in that unknown, right? We believe in that unknown. We believe that there's so much we don't know, whether that's science or whether that's magic or whether that's like the things that we cannot describe. People who believe in God throw a blanket over it and call that God. Mm-hmm. So you see the shape of it, what we don't know, but you just have a blanket over it so you see a shape, and that's God. We, or like me who doesn't believe in God, I don't see the shape. I just see like a bunch of stuff I don't know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just don't have a term for that because I don't believe it's God.
Yeah.
I believe in like that, like we need to believe that we don't know things and that there's magic. In this conversation, I think there were maybe a few moments of like magic, hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully. Like in between us, maybe like backstage or something. There were like a few moments of magic. Some people would call that God. But like I like to think it's like those things just happen. And like there are moments that take your breath away and there are moments that like knock you on your feet. That might be God. I don't call it that. So like when an Armageddon comes, if it comes, will it be God? Maybe. I don't know. But like, will it happen? Yeah. So I don't know if I need to call it God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess that's my answer.
Well, that was a crazy little
turn.
Answer. Oh, yeah, I love that. No, I love that. Yeah. Thanks for sharing your perspective.
Of course,
on that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's all I have for you,
okay,
Aidan.
Great. Okay, great. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3.
And now you're gonna sing for us.
Song.
Yeah, you're gonna sing for us.
Sorry, I'm sure that sounded like.
That's okay. Well,
how did that sound in your headphones? It was a lot.
Well, Aidan, people obviously need to get tickets to come see Cursed Child, The Cursed Child. How long you in it until?
I'm in it until September.
That's guaranteed?
Guaranteed, and then who knows?
Okay, cool.
Who knows?
Till September. And then where can people find you?
Oh, on Instagram. I've never plugged myself before. This is so cool. You can find me at Aidan Close on Instagram. Or that should be what you search. Yeah.
Aidan, thank you so much for coming on. This was
Eric.
so fun, Aidan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh wow, it's all hitting me now. Like now,
just now?
Like the giddiness of like, wow, like we did a thing.
We did the thing.
We knew each other.
Yes.
And now you asked me to do this thing, and now we did a thing.
And we did it. And then we will edit it, and then it will be out.
Release it just as it is.
Really?
You want that?
You're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like the many cuts.
Yeah. Bye. Oh, and until next time, are you a fan?
I like that. That's good.